Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ace from ReclinedGamers, bringing part 31 of my Pokemon Firered Let's Play. We're going to start off by going to the west of Celadon City and cutting down this tree, because there's a very useful item right over here. And, oh my god, it's a double battle against Jed and his girlfriend Leah. And they're going to be using two fire types. One's going to be Rapidash and one's going to be Ninetales. And I don't believe we've seen a Ponyta, and I think we might have seen the Vulpix before, but it's the evolution of both those Pokemon. Ninetales is a really good special attacker. Rapidash can be either or, but it's better physical, which kind of stinks because in this gen, Fire is all special, so can't really use any good physical fire moves until new games like Flare Blitz. But anyway, we're going to go for T-Bolt on Ninetales. It doesn't knock it out, unfortunately, but didn't really expect it to. Go for Dig. Hopefully that's going to do a lot more against Rapidash. Going to go for Confuse Ray, and luckily it misses. I think they were aiming for Sammy. And now it's going to use Quick Attack and miss. I really think it was aiming for Sammy, but if it was missing for Jolt, I guess we got lucky. So we're going to knock it out with T-Bolt. Gain some experience. Sammy's going to level up. Level 30, and now we're going to use Dig, and it's almost going to knock it out, unfortunately. But we're going to take an Ember, and surprisingly, it's not going to do much damage. So, at least we know Jolt's a little bit bulky, because usually Jolteons are really frail, but anyway, Quick Attack doesn't knock it out, surprisingly, but Rock Slide will finish it up. And we get our experience, defeat player, or a young couple, Jed and Leah. Get our money and just continue on through here. And yeah, what do you have to say? How'd you get in? Good effort. Okay, just kind of walked in, but whatever. And I ran past the door. And this girl, she said she's surprised that we found her treat or whatever you want to call it. And she gives you HM2 Fly. Now, this is actually a really strong flying type move that I'll teach to one of my main Pokemon later on. I just can't yet. But right now I'm going to teach it to a Farfetch'd that we got earlier in the game. And sorry, I had to scroll down through there. Anyway. So we're going to teach it to Farfetch'd, and he only knows like 3 moves, so. Or 2 even, I'm not sure. But now he learns Fly, and this is going to be useful because instead of having to run or take your bike everywhere, you can just press Fly, it'll show you the main map, and you just fly wherever you want. As long as you've already visited there, you can't fly anywhere that you haven't been to yet. So we're going to fly back to Lavender Town. You guys remember this place with the creepy music. I'm just going to heal. And now we're going to go to this tower. It's called the Pokemon Tower, and it's sort of like a cemetery thing, but it's like a tower, which is weird. And we're gonna go up here and wait for it. What's not down here? It's Randy. Hey Ace, what brings you here? And he's gonna challenge us to a Pokemon battle like always. And let's see what he got. Those purple pants are so cool. Why can't I have a pair like that? Anyway, he's going to start off with Pidgeotto. Luckily, we have Jolt. We can just use Thunderbolt, knock it out in one shot. There we go. Jolt actually, he's so strong. And we've only had him for like a video or 2, so now he's going to throw out Growlithe. We're going to switch to Sammy. We can just use Dig. Do well against it. I don't know where I was going there. You know that ground is strong against fire by now. He's going to use Intimidate, but we're going to go for Dig, and Sammy is pretty strong. Growlithe has pretty low defense, so hopefully we can knock it out one hit. Cross your fingers. Yes! Go Sammy. Go Sammy. Alright. Now what's he going to use? A War Turtle, and obviously we don't want to stay in with this, so switch back to Jolt. Yeah, I think in this battle we switched to Jolt, and then after he's going to have another Pokemon, we switch to something else, and then switch back to Jolt. Because Jolt is really useful. And T-Bolt is going to knock it out in one hit, even better. I'm actually really surprised, because I know Jolt's strong and all, but still, one-shots on a lot of Pokemon is great. He's going to level up. And now he's trying to learn Double Kick. Just thinking about teaching it to him, but, you know, Quick Attack's useful, because you can get a really quick hit. Shadow Ball is always good, because it's special. I'm not going to get rid of T-Bolt. And Sand Attack, I kind of like. I always like having an attack that doesn't do damage. I've explained this before. And Sand Attack's a really good one if you want to catch a Pokemon specifically. That way it's not doing damage to you while you keep trying to throw out Pokeballs. You're going to have an Execute. This is actually in the Grass Gym, but you might have missed it because it was sped up. And it's a Grass Psychic type. It's got really good special attack, and it's got good defenses. Its attack is okay, but it's pretty slow. Yeah, and now he's going to go for Kadabra. So we're going to switch back to Jolt and just use Shadow Ball. Yeah, and Kadabra's actually really fast. Him and Alexander are really fast, and they have really good special attack, but they're so frail. So, I recommend using them, but you just want to be careful. And in the newer games, if you have a Kadabra, you can always give it an EVO Light, which would actually make it really good, but I'm not going to explain too much. So, now he's going to ask about your Pokedex and say something about a Marowak. And I'm going to speed up the next part of the video just because it is really, really boring. It's just me battling all these Ghost-type trainers, so I'll have Ghastly and Haunter. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing other than picking up a few items, which I'll read off to you because you might miss them. Actually, you'll probably miss them. Just give me a second. Hold on. But yeah, these Ghastlys and Haunters are really frail. They got really good special attack and really good speed, but they're super frail. So give me a second. Alright, the items in here are the Escape Rope, the Ether, or Aether, Awakening, Great Ball, Cleanse Tag, Nugget, X Accuracy, and a Rare Candy, which is, and all of them are useful, I guess. So, we're just going to continue speeding this up. Oh yeah. And we're going to come up to a part soon. See that blue circle in the middle of this area? Well, when you get there, you get to heal up, which is good. Or when you talk to the woman there. So, heal up, keep battling, all these Ghastlys, and there's only one Haunter, which I kind of thought there was more, but I guess that's better for you. And the video just kind of messed up there for a second. Hopefully you don't see that. I don't know. But yeah. So now we go over here and some spirit comes in. It's like, be gone, intruders, and it's a ghost, and ghost isn't a Pokemon. Oh wait, it's a Marowak. Yeah, it's the ghost of a Marowak. I'm not sure if you can capture this. Probably should have checked it out, but yeah. So I'm just gonna go for Shadow Ball. Try and knock out, because I think that's the only way you can get through is if you defeat it. I remember trying to catch it, but it wouldn't work. And this was when I was like 8 or 9 when this game came out. Or, yeah. And it just didn't work, so I just eventually knocked it out. But so keep going for Shadow Ball. It's actually not going to do a lot of damage. This thing's pretty bulky. Boomerang misses, but I think it's going to knock us out next turn. Because it's a ground type move. No, they're going to go for, or it's going to go for Leer, and I'm pretty sure the next turn it's going to knock us out. One more Shadow Ball. Can almost beat it, but no. Boomerang hits us once. Knocks it out. I think Boomerang actually hits you twice, so it's a pretty decent move. So we're going to switch to the next Pokemon. Just go for Bongo. And just go for Karate Chop to knock it out. Hopefully, yeah. So once you defeat Marowak, you can move on to the top floor of this place. Bongo's gonna level up. And the ghost of the restless spirit of the Cubone's mother calmed down and departed to the afterlife. And I remember as a kid that kind of just freaked me out. I mean, I wasn't like scared or anything, but it was kind of like Pokemon dying. Well, you never hear of that before. So here's Team Rocket. They're disturbing Pokemon in here, and we gotta beat them and send them back to their base, or I don't know. We just gotta beat their butts, like clean that up a little bit. Anyway, Sammy's gonna go for Rock Slide, knock out a Zubat, like always. And their Pokemon are all pretty crappy. It's all Zubats and Rattatas and Raticates, and I think this guy only has Zubat and Golbat, so Sammy can deal with all of them. There we go. Super effective. Running out of things to say. But yeah. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say Black and White 2 just came out, and hearing that all the info is awesome. I'm so hyped for that game. I don't think we're gonna be doing a walkthrough or anything for it, just because it's kind of hard to record DS. But maybe, I don't know. I might do Platinum or some other game, but I was also thinking of doing maybe a Zelda game, or I'm not really sure, but I have to finish this one up first, so not even gonna think about that much. So we're gonna switch to Titan to deal with this guy, and he's gonna rant about Team Rocket or something, I don't know. No one ever pays attention to what they say in Pokemon, it's all about the battling. And he's gonna use a Coffin. We're gonna send out Titan, the Charmeleon. Go for Ember, knock it out one hit. No. You always gotta hope it does. He's gonna go for Sludge. Thankfully, he doesn't get the poison. And just gonna knock it out. So up next, he has a Drowsy, and we're just gonna stay in because Drowsy's not that tough to deal with. Just go for another Ember. One shot? No, not even close. He's gonna go for Disable. Thankfully, it misses. Go for another Ember. Almost knock it out again. Confusion. This shouldn't do that much damage. Yeah, that did like nothing. And finish it off. So now that we beat Drowsy, there's only one last Team Rocket grunt that we have to deal with. And we're just gonna finish up with this guy, and he's gonna run out. I'm just gonna switch up the party one more time. And switch to Sammy, because I'm pretty sure he leads off with Zubat. And he just said, "You're not saving anyone, kid." It just seems weird to me. You're not gonna do something good, kid. Anyway, he's gonna start off with Zubat. So Sammy's just gonna use his Rock Slide, clear it out. And I think his next Pokemon's a Golbat, so keep Sammy in. Is it gonna be, no, it's just a Zubat, even easier. Go for Zubat, Rock Slide, you know the drill. And we're gonna knock it out. And now, I think he has a Rattata and a Raticate, or two Rattatas, or two Raticates, or something. Actually, it's a Rattata. So I guess the last one's a Raticate, I think it is, I don't know. Can't be too sure. Probably should have watched this before I started recording the audio, but going for Karate Chop, knock out one hit, and his last Pokemon, pretty sure it's Eradicate. Is it gonna? Yes, it is. My laundry dryer machine, whatever you want to call it, is going off downstairs. I don't think you guys can hear it. Anyway, defeat Eradicate with one Karate Chop, and we defeated Team Rocket in the Pokemon Tower. And now we're going to talk to this old man once this guy leaves, and I just bang the table. Hopefully you don't hear that. Probably will. And he's thanking us for calming down the spirit of the Marowak, and he tells you to meet him in his house, even though he teleports you there. And this is Mr. Fuji. He's talking to us about our quest or whatever, and he gives us the Poke Flute to help us. It's going to help us clear away Snorlax. And thanks for watching, guys. This is the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.